Hi, this is Blair Robertson with the Sacramento Bee, and I'm here with Mike Sayers, a longtime pro who's now retired, and we're about to go for a ride on the Amgen Tour of California Prologue course. It's about 2.5 miles. All right, Mike, we're on the course, and we're just about to go down the ramp. What is that like, waiting in anticipation and then going down the ramp?
Well, usually pretty nervous. You know that in a time trial this short, a prologue event, you've got to be really on the gas right from the very start.
How long is it going to take the guys to get up to full speed?
Well, I think it'll take about one block. You can't hesitate.
How fast are we going right now in the race?
I think by this point they ought to be hitting near 30 miles an hour, and they're going to try to continue to build speed up to between 35 and 40 up until we make the U-turn. And you know, there's a possibility of losing 3 or 4 seconds just in this one corner.
So it seems to me that in a race this short, the margin of victory might be a second or two. You could win or lose it on a bad turn.
Absolutely. That's absolutely true. Usually prologues come down to the bare minimum in seconds. But I think ideally you want to come out of that hairpin and you're going to be sprinting to try to get back up to speed again. Some guys, they like to go maximum effort right from the blocks so that they're hurting immediately and they don't have to work it.
Can you describe what that feels like?
It basically feels like your head's going to explode. It's almost like you feel weak because you're going so hard. Your legs have so much blood loaded up in them because they're trying to feed the muscles that are working. It feels like you're pedaling squares. That's kind of how we describe it. There's no smoothness to it. You are smooth because you're professional, you've been doing this your whole life, but you don't feel smooth.
Now this is a nice long straightaway, Mike. The time trials are known as the race of truth. What do they mean by that?
Well, you have nowhere to hide, and you have no teammates to help you out, and so it's just essentially raw strength of one rider versus raw strength of another rider.
All right, Mike, we're coming down the finishing straight. We've got 3 blocks to go. What does it feel like right now?
Well, in your mind, it feels like you want to get up and start sprinting, but your body is probably protesting a little bit. And honestly, I think if you're sprinting at this point out of the saddle, you probably haven't gone hard enough early in the race. So at this point, in all reality, you're probably holding on. You've got it up to a speed which is maximum speed for you, and you're just trying to get to the finish and just keep your form as smooth as possible.
What does it feel like when we cross the line?
Heavenly. You stop and you have a pretty good idea of how well you went, I think, as a rider. So if you think you had a good ride, you're probably feeling pretty good about yourself.
Are you pretty close to being really uncomfortable, maybe even sick?
Yeah, I would say that having a case of the throw-ups is not uncommon.
And you kind of want that, right? So you don't feel like you left anything out there?
That's right. That's kind of what you're looking for.
To witness 150 of the world's best cyclists going off one at a time and leaving it all out there on a 2.4-mile course through downtown, get here early on February 14th to watch the Prologue for the Amgen Tour of California. It will be a day-long festival, a celebration of cycling, and a way to showcase Sacramento for the rest of the world to see.